The greatest boss monster is Dragon Maid Shu. I must have missed the Tristan segment, my bad. No, don't worry. Alright, let's see. Every Yu-Gi-Oh! Ace... Wait. Every Yu-Gi-Oh! Ace card explained in GX. Let's watch.
Ace cards are the cards that duelists carry with them throughout
It's
each of their
Neos!
decks, regardless of how much it changes over the course of the series.
It's not Flame Wingman! It's Neos!
In contrast, boss monsters are the ultimate power that their deck is able to get out. This can change over the course of the series if the characters are around a lot. Sometimes boss monsters and ace monsters are kind of the same thing. But as generality, ace monster, Blue Eyes White Dragon. Boss monster, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
I feel like this one is easy because, you know, this is like the big guy, right? It's a fusion, right? It's easy to see in this case. Other times it's a little bit more complicated, but we'll see.
You see, today I want to look at all of the ace monsters for the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX characters. We did it for the original series, we might as well carry on. So, let's start first with Jaden Yuki.
Honestly, Neo's not even top 5 hero card? What are you talking about? That's the point of the whole deck. This anime has an ace card for 5D, Sexal, R5, and Brains. I don't think he did 7s or Go Rush. Yeah, I feel like those two are usually not included. Now, Flame Wingman is not Flame Wingman. I'm a Flame Wingman enjoyer. Neos, who? What? We always want to have this debate. They were used the same amount of times, right? It was like 32, I think. Like both of those monsters were used the same amount of times in GX. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Who was in Bones Beyond Time? I'm ready to be wrong. It has to be Avian for the ace card based on his last list. No, it will be Neos. Neos is the ace monster here. The ace card. It's not Avian. What are you saying? Neos is clearly an elemental hero, Brigman. Yes. Neos looks plain. That is the point of it, because it fused with all the other guys, right? It can fuse with all the other cards and get like a version of Neos that gets up the like a combined power or whatever. I don't know. It's like Ultraman from Timu. Alright, dude.
Right out the gate, we have one of the most complicated characters to pin down an ace monster for. Why? Well, initially, Jaden's first ace in the anime started out as Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. This was
yes.
a warrior fusion monster that had the ability that when it destroyed a monster by battle, you could inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's attack. Pretty cool card. Throughout the early parts of the series, this was his go-to fusion card. It would win him a lot of duels, and it always seemed to be the card he was most excited to get out onto the field. In fact, Jaden himself even states that this card is his favorite card.
Yeah, people are always talking about this, but he said his favorite card. Shut up, dude! That's not what we're discussing here. Come on, dude. Like, Neos is the point of the deck. It's like the whole deck revolves around it. How is that not the ace monster? Wow, he said in the first episode. You know what? I agree with polymerization. Yeah, I mean, I can see polymerization as an argument. I can see the argument for polymerization, but not for Flame Wingman. Super poly, no, just polymerization. Super polymerization will be the ace monster of the Supreme King, right? That I can see. Okay. Let's go back.
Right?
Let's go back.
And they even made a card to reference Jaden saying this with the card Favorite Hero. That's it, right? If your favorite card is most likely your ace card, the card you carry through all your decks, it would be Flame Wingman, right? Well, there's a problem. Jaden's deck would go through some changes as he started incorporating Neospatians into it later in the series. As a result, we would see less of Flame Wingman and a whole lot more of Elemental Hero Neos.
Yes.
Neos is a 2500 attack point warrior monster with no effect. But what it does do is the ability to contact fuse with any other Neospatian monster in Jaden's deck to create any kind of fusion monster that the plot wants, basically.
Doesn't that sound exactly like what an ace monster is supposed to do in a deck?
Now, Neos has a lot going for him in terms of ace monster appeal. He was designed by the main character. His attack points make him in line with the now established trend of main characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! They have to have a monster with 2,500 attack points as their ace, or just at least a monster in their deck have that kind of thing. And of course, the most damning evidence of all is that Jaden actually says this to Yugi in the final episode.
Yugi-san, あなたのデッキの象徴がブラックマジシャンなら、俺のデッキの象徴、それがエレメンタルヒーロー、ネオス。
I rest my case, chat. I didn't even like catch that. That is so true. That is so
俺のデッ
true.
キの象徴、それが
That is all the evidence I need. Like, that's it. I don't know why there is any debate here. I don't know why there is any debate. Sorry. If you don't think like Elemental Hero Neos is the Jaden's ace card, you are just wrong. You're just wrong. Yeah, that's it. It's over. It's decided.
エレメンタルヒーロー、ネオス。
So, this confirms it, right? Well,
Yes.
there's a twist to this. During Jaden's second duel with Crowler, just a few episodes before the final one, he says that his elemental heroes are still his favorite, despite how much his deck has changed.
現れろ、フレームウィングマン。
Wow, what is he gonna say now? What is he gonna say?
マイフェイバリットヒーローさ。
All right, that's a different thing. Favorite here and an ace card is different. Those are different things. Those are completely different things.
フレームウィングマン。
So what makes something an ace? Is it their favorite card, or the card that is a symbol of the deck? Neos was in more duels, but I mean, if it's your favorite card,
They were in the same
favorite
amount of
card.
duels.
And I wish we could end things there, but we're not done. As a child, Jaden's ace was actually Yubel.
Okay, as a child.
Former human transformed into a duel monster that watches over the Supreme King, whom Jaden is now a reincarnation
Sorry, but Sensor Yubel looks so weird.
of. In my opinion, Yubel leans more in the spirit partner kind of thing, like Yami Yugi eventually becomes his partner after he
Like
uses
Winkurio?
with it. However, the fact that she's also a card is hard to say, and if it was his ace as a kid, but side note, by the way, Yubel, her ace monster is Yubel. Now that might seem a little bit egotistical, and it actually is, because there's another dual monster spirit that is a physical manifestation of a card, and that is Kyberman. His ace monster is not Kyberman. It's Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah.
So this proves you can have a card of yourself in your deck, and it doesn't have to be your ace card. I'm sorry, I lost track a little bit there. We're talking about Jaden's ace cards. We're just a new bell. Keep in mind, Jaden ran into Yugi in the first episode, and Yugi gave him his winged Karibo.
I can see the argument for Winkurio, but not for Flame Wingman. I can see the argument for Winkurio. I can totally see it. That I see it. I understand.
Wing Karibo had probably the greatest spiritual connection to Jaden out of all of his cards. This was the card that would always manifest itself and help him in dire situations.
Yeah,
And it was
exactly.
always the card he seemed to turn to the most. Be like, what should I do, Karibo? Is that his ace monster as well? But I mean, it didn't win him that many duels, apart from when he upgraded it into Wing Karibo level 10. But I don't know. And we're still not done, because Jaden went through a bit of it. Evil spell where he became the Supreme King, and the Supreme King's
Super
ace card
Polymerization
was Super Polymerization, a card that let you fuse on both sides of the fields, and it couldn't be responded to. So that's pretty cool, and Jaden did inherit this afterwards. I don't know if that's really his ace card either. But then that brings up the point, wait a minute, maybe Jaden's ace card was right in front of us this entire time, hidden in plain sight. What card has been mashing all of these monsters together to make his
Polymerization.
iconic fusion?
Yes.
Polymerization. Maybe Polymerization is Jaden's ace card. The point
I can see Polymerization being too, but Neos didn't need it, so.
I'm trying to make is it's really hard to pin down Jaden's ace. Obviously, Neos and Flame Wingman are the main two, but there's a case to be made for a lot of other cards. So, since I can't decide, I'm going to leave this one to all of you. I have put a poll on my community section right now where you can vote on either Neos, Flame Wingman, Polymerization, Winkaribo, or Yubel. I'll leave a link.
You are such a coward, TGS anime. I'm just kidding. I would have done the same. I would have done exactly the same. I wouldn't be able to do that. Like in his situation, in this kind of video, no, I wouldn't. I'm doing it here. I'm like standing my ground here and saying that is Neos. 28 votes on Flare Wingman. Nah.
Link in the comments for you to find it as well, but I'm excited to see what you think is Jaden's ace monster. Alexis Rhodes. Her ace monster is Ethwel Cyber, a level 4 Earth warrior monster with the effect that if it attacks directly, it boosts its own attack. I mean, Cyberblader was a contender for ace, however I think Cyberblader is more in the boss monster category.
Really?
Along with her like ritual cards that she played.
I feel like the ritual ones will be the bosses, and that one will be the ace.
Boss monster kind of things. The reason I think Ethwel Cyber is her ace card is she uses this monster throughout the entire series. We see it in her final duels, and her alternate universe counterpart, Alexis from Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, used this card as well.
Okay.
So I mean, like, if your monster crosses dimensions where your characters tend to play different things, then that's a pretty good reason for it to be your ace. And not only that, the time that she got kidnapped by Panic, she dropped one of her cards, and this was the card that Jaden found, and he knew straight away that it was Alexis Rhodes.
Oh, this is Alexis's card.
You can think about that for a minute if you want. If you got kidnapped and a card were to fall out of your deck, how would your friends know it was you that's been kidnapped? What would the card be on the floor? Be like, I know who that is. That's James. That's James.
Oh no, they found my Maxi. It could be anyone. This card and Cyberblader is like the only ones that haven't been retrained. Really? They have retrains? Interesting.
James's card right there. Anyway, Alexis has a brother, Atticus Rhodes.
What is Red Eyes?
Is Red Eyes Black Dragon, a level 7 dark dragon type monster with no effects. Atticus actually plays a Red Eyes deck to support his Red Eyes monster. He has all of the like support cards, spells and traps that do things with the Red Eyes Black Dragon. And he has an upgraded form of it, and an upgraded form of that. It's really awesome. However, a case could be made for a spell card in this deck. Swing of Memories. You see, this card represents his family to him.
It's called Swing of Memories. Sort of a family heirloom.
So, I mean, that card has a lot of sentimental value to him, so it could be a case that this was his ace card as well. And the fact that it can summon Red Eyes Black Dragon from the graveyard, since its effect is you can special summon a normal monster from the graveyard, but it's destroyed during the end phase, it works. Now, Cyrus Truesdale, I think, is a hard one.
It's Power Bond!
The emphasis on any of these like main deck monsters. I'm just gonna have to give it to the de facto boss monster of his deck for a while. It was his ace and his boss, and then he got upgraded later on into a different monster. It's the level 8 machine monster. It requires 3 monsters to be summoned. It's Super Vehicle Roid Jumbo Drill.
This is 100% the boss monster. I know he has like another boss monster that is even like stronger. But like, that's why I will default to Power Bond.
Keep in mind, this monster's ability was to inflict piercing battle damage, and if that sounds familiar, it's basically Cyber End Dragon. It's just, you know,
the boss.
Nowhere near as good. Later down the line, I would actually say that once Cyrus became comfortable with using the Power Bond, because ye old days, he played Power Bond as a kid, messed up uber bad. His brother scolded him and says you're just absolute trash for playing this card then. And I think he paid off the other guy to like, just don't tell anyone you saw my brother use Power Bond like this. And it's kind of the iconic card between Zane and Cyrus. So I think Power Bond would be classed as his ace monster throughout the rest of the series. I mean, like, at the end of the series as well, he absorbs Zane's Cyber Dragon deck and Cyber Dark deck, which I'm still salty about. Why would you combine Cyber Dragons, Cyber Dark Dragons, and the Roid deck all together? I know it works.
That's a kitchen table deck. That's a kitchen table deck, chat. If you do that, you get extra points. If you make the Cyrus deck, you get extra points.
Look to the context of the anime, and I know Zane said he's, oh, you've surpassed me now with this, so sure, whatever. I don't get this. Basically, Power Bond was his ace card. And if we're doing Zane Truesdale as well, Zane Truesdale's ace card is also Power Bond. If you don't know, Power Bond is a fusion card exclusive to machine monsters.
Based. He tricked me with the thumbnail. He put a Cyber Dragon in the thumbnail, but he was actually correct with Power Bond.
And the monster it's summoned gets double attack, but you take damage equal to its original attack at the end of the turn. So it's a risk-reward kind of thing, but the reward is definitely worth the risk. And you might be thinking, why isn't Cyber Dragon Zane's ace? Well, I mean, it probably is. As iconic as Cyber Dragon is to Zane, I think Power Bond is equally so. And I feel like there's a lot more emphasis on the Power Bond card. I mean, Cyber Dragon is great, don't get me wrong, it's my favorite monster. And the fact that Cyber Dragon fuses with like every single one of Zane's monsters, it's literally the core of his deck. Cyber Dragon is just great. It's a level 5 machine monster that if you have no monsters and your opponent controls one, you can special summon it. Also, while we're in this category, Zane used a Cyber deck. Another character that used a Cyber deck was Chancellor Shepard. His ace monster
The Cyber
was
Ogre?
Cyber Ogre 2. Chess Princeton, I would have thought would have been hard to pin down with how much he's...
Wait, hold on. With Chaz, it's a little hard because he has a lot of like random stuff in his deck. Like you could make a case for the Armed Dragons, for the Oyamas. Hello, Suri. Welcome. Raise your hand if you have compulsory. That's Cyber Dragon. I can't raise my hand. I've never done that. Oyama Yellow, Oyamas, Armed Dragon, XYZ. It's confirmed in season 4 that Yellow is his ace. That's crazy. Confirmed. I'm eating leftover pizza. I want leftover pizza. I hope you enjoyed your pizza. Oyamas, it would be the yellow, right? I guess the yellow one is the main one.
Decks change over the course of the series. Like, he plays a lot of different stuff. What he has is a lot of different boss monsters. VWXYZ, Dragon Cannon, Armed Dragon level 10. He played like the Chaphonian cards. I think he had Infernal Incinerator as a boss monster for a while. But they're boss monsters. We don't care about them for this video.
Also,
His ace
Yugioh
monster was the Ojama Trio. Specifically, Ojama Yellow, a level 2 beast monster with...
Look at this beast! Look at this! Look at our goat right here! Amazing! This is what peak performance looks like. And you know what? I'm gonna say it again. I said it before in different videos, but I wish Chaz kept that Don Salug, like, and actually use it. It would have been amazing. But yeah, no, this is it. It's Yoyama's, yeah.
0 attack and 1,000 defense. How do I know Ojama Yellow is his ace? Well, a majority of the cards in his deck revolve around the Ojama cards. It is his spirit partner as well. It's always talking to him as much as it annoys him. And of course, in Chaz's big duel in the final season, he plays against Asta Phoenix, dresses Ojama Yellow for the majority of this as well, and he manages to beat Asta with Ojama Yellow. And when he does this, he even states that that monster is his ace in that moment. Done and dusted.
Oh my god, I confirmed!
Huffington, he played like an Australian themed deck, and his ace monster, he looks like a koala. That's the whole thing, he's meant to look like a koala. So his ace monster is Des Koala, a level 3 dark beast type monster that when it's flipped up, it inflicts 400 damage to the opponent for every card in their hand. The only wrench with Des Koala would be the fact that he designed a card called Aya's Rocks Sunrise.
Oh, that's the card that he designed, right? Yeah, I thought he did keep his Glass Scorpions. At least he had them at the end episode. And the end of the episode, they appear. They had a sleepover. Yeah, he kept the cards, but he never used them. That's what I'm saying. Like, I like the idea of him keeping the cards and having like all of them like spirits. But as far as I know, he never used them, right? None of them. Maybe he did. I don't know. I don't remember if he did. If he did, like, he probably did it once, but I don't remember. Dark Scorpion or Yama support when it will be so amazing if it happens. But yeah, very Australian. Aside from Jim Crocodile, yeah.
And it's quite a sentimental card to him. Chumley has a dad, Mr. Huffington. I don't think he has a first name. Mr. Huffington owns a sake company. So of course,
dude, I didn't know that this was censored in the dub because he did like the bottles were like spicy, like sauce, right? And apparently that was censored and it was alcohol. And I was like, what? What? It was alcohol this whole time? It wasn't spicy sauce? Okay.
Of course, you would play a sake-based deck. And you would play 1 bottle of sake as your ace card. Of course, in the dub, those aren't his ace cards. They swapped the sake and the sake company with hot sauce. It's 1 bottle of hot sauce.
Just a little bit more hot sauce. You can handle it. You are so very generous.
I should have known. This looks so fake now that I know about it. Now that I know about it, why is what's going on here? What is the cat doing, dude? I get drunk off hot sauce all the time. No, yeah, obviously. But that's yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense. I don't know how this got me.
My pleasure, and your cat's from the look of it.
It doesn't make any sense. Who would drink hot sauce like this? It's disgusting. Bastion
I don't think they were drinking it. I didn't think about it. I just assumed that they had it there and they were like dipping whatever they were eating on it, right? Imagine taking a shot of hot sauce like that. I would do it. I would do it.
Now, he is someone I almost want to say doesn't have an ace monster because he plays so many different decks throughout the series, and like his whole thing with Bastion is a million different decks. He always builds a new deck to counter whatever people play. But if I had to associate him with a card, I'm just going to say it's Water Dragon. I mean, it's a cool card. It makes all fire and pyro monsters on the field go down to 0. In the opening cutscene of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, we also see a Fire Dragon, and he never plays this card throughout the rest of the series. So
hold on, chat. There is this dog outside barking so much. Okay, we're back. Why he never used a Fire Dragon, dude? What was the point of putting it in the opening? Yeah.
I'd love to know if this card, what effects would it have had? Would he have been able to use Water Dragon and Fire Dragon on the same field? I wonder what he could have done with that. Tyranno Hasselbury, his ace card was of course the level 8 dinosaur type monster.
Is that not the boss monster?
Super Conductor Tyranno. Its effect wasn't great. You contribute a monster to deal 1,000 damage, and you couldn't attack with that monster. Not great. Its upgraded form in the real world, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, it's quite devastating. But why is it his ace? Well, he loves dinosaurs. He broke his leg or his arm or whatever when he was a kid, and he had a dinosaur bone put in to replace it as well, so now he has dino DNA.
So they used the dinosaur bone I found to save my leg. Ever since, I've had what they call dino DNA.
So
I love this, dude. I love this. Dino DNA. Dude, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! That way he says that, yeah, he's like, making the accent there. That is so funny. That is so funny.
it just makes sense he would have a dinosaur monster as his ace monster. And the same thing can be said for Jim Crocodile Cook. Similar case, he is half geologist, half duelist. He loves fossils, loves them. So what would you play? A fossil deck. What would your ace card be? Fossil Fusion.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. The fusion spell.
That lets you use both graveyards to fuse with. You can use the bones of your opponents and your monsters to merge them together and make something cool. I think that's really awesome. I like that. Aster Phoenix is an interesting case because he doesn't really put that much emphasis on any of his main deck monsters.
Yeah, just is it either Plasma or Dogma, right? Or is there a spell that he uses? I don't remember. A fusion between water and fire dragon could have been cool. Steam, like the Steam Dragon, the Steam Hydra, maybe.
He has a lot of boss monsters, several of them, but
oh yeah, it was Red Master at the start, right? Then Dogma and then Plasma. I mean, I guess like Destiny and Dragoon will be the boss, and Plasma will be the ace monster because Plasma was the card from his dad, right? Maybe Diamond Dude. I don't think Diamond Dude will be the guy, the dude.
I think his ace monster is, of course, Destiny Hero Plasma. This card is the last card his murdered father made, and I think that makes it de facto his ace card. And with its ability to just yoink an opponent's monster and add half of its attack onto its own, it's a good card as well. It's definitely worth keeping on the field, and the fact that it just like nullifies all of a card effects on the field, that's just really good. And if we want to get technical, this card was a shared ace monster. The other character to have Destiny Hero Plasma as an
oh yeah, with the D!
ace monster was the D, the guy that killed Aster Phoenix's dad and just took the card, so there you go. And while we're on Aster as well, we also have Sartorius. Sartorius's ace monster is a tough one because, well, there's
Isn't the world?
Force monsters that could compete.
Is it on the field spell?
position. I mean, a lot of them kind of fall into boss monster category, but I'm just going to give it to Arcana Force XXI. The world.
XXI.
The world, basically. I know this isn't an in-law reason. The voice actor for Sartorius in the Japanese is the same voice actor that plays Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Dio has an ability, a stand in the show called The World. So I just think that's kind of fitting.
Okay, dude.
So why would you not have this as the ace monster?
I love this. I love this. I love this.
Sartorius's sister played a mirror deck. I don't really know what her ace was. I'd have to go back and watch the episode. I know she had a monster called Dark Creator.
Wait, that's the guy. That's the guy.
A boss monster. So I'll let you guys tell me what was her ace. She had some mirror cards. Were any of those that seemed special? Or like she kept throughout the entire duel? Let me know. Now, Jesse Anderson, obviously, his most iconic card is Rainbow Dragon.
That's the boss.
That's not his ace monster. That's just like his super uber boss monster.
It's Sapphire Pegasus.
I want to say his ace is Sapphire Pegasus. You don't realize how much work this card does. It's such a good card in a Crystal Beast deck. It's literally...
Dude, that Sapphire Pegasus is like the MVP. And every time he appears, like Sapphire Pegasus is doing absolutely everything.
The core of the deck. It does so much. It's just strong. It's not his ace. It's probably Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle, which is also his spirit partner, and it has the ability that when it's special summoned from the Crystal Beast zone, I'm pretty sure that was its effect, it special summons all the Crystal Beasts to the field. So, I feel more Sapphire Pegasus, but I'm probably Ruby Carbuncle, right? Yubel Possessed, Jesse, probably Advanced Dark as his
field spell
ace card. And obviously
that thing had like all the effects or something. I don't remember. Like it was like huge. It was huge.
the boss monster is Rainbow Dark Dragon. Now, Axel Brody's ace is probably going to be Volcanic Boomfire. It's a cool card. That's like an ace boss monster. He keeps it from the start all the way to the end. I would like to make a case for Blaze Accelerator if you didn't want that as an ace card. This just works so well with the deck, and it's just like a core part of it. And obviously, it upgrades into its boss card form, Tri-Blaze Accelerator. Axel's dad, who makes a very slight appearance in the final season, which isn't really his dad, it's like a possession from the darkness and stuff, but it's Volcanic Queen. Adrian Gecko, at first Adrian plays Cloudians, and I'm just gonna say his awesome ace card was the Cloudian Eye of the Typhoon card, but then he sacks off that deck to play an Exodia deck. I think his new ace card in that becomes Exodius, the Ultimate Forbidden Lord, and that has to be his ace card. Do you know why? Because he basically kills his girlfriend to get this deck. So I mean, you can't get a deck and be like,
girlfriend. I didn't catch that from the dub. I didn't catch that. I don't think they were close like that. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know if I like this deck that much. You've come too far at that point. You're like, yes, this is my ace. I'm wholeheartedly invested in this deck now. So yeah, Exodius. Felonious Viper. This is a snake duelist who's kind of evil. I'm gonna say his ace was either Venom Swamp or Phenomenon, the king of poisonous snakes. Obviously that's got an upgraded form, but I think Phenomenon, ace monster, ace card. Velian Crowler's ace, easy and simple, Ancient Gear Golem. Jean-Louis Bonaparte's ace, Toy Emperor. You remember the Shadow Riders? Well, quick round here.
Alright, before we go into the quick round. Venom Swamp was my ace card back in the Duel Links day. Dude, Duel Links can make anything work. There is no way. That is a whole different world. Yeah, Amon sucks, and he's never revived after. Adrian Gecko.
Titan's ace was Pandemonium. Camula's ace, Illusion Gate.
Yeah.
Tanya's ace, Amazonas Arena. Abydos III's Spirit of the Pharaoh. Don Zalug, all of the Dark Scorpions. Amniel, Helios the Magistus. But I want to say Sabtiel the Philosopher's Stone as well, but Helios. And how could we forget the leader, Kagamaru?
Yeah.
His ace, all three of the sacred beasts. That's pretty cool. Now for the final season, two of the characters, we have Yusuke Fujiwara. His ace was probably going to be honest. He's got his Clear World and his Clear Vice Dragon and all that. They're like boss monsters, and I do like Clear World a lot. I'd love for them to make Clear support. I talk about this all the time. I think his ace monster was obviously honest. It's the card that he had to seal away when he became evil. Honest, a really good card, by the way. It's a level 4 light fairy monster that when your light monster is attacked, you can discard it to boost your monster's attack by the attack of the opponent's monster. It's a really good quick effect. like early hand trap monster as well. It's very
Early
strong.
hand.
Finally, we have the
hand
big
trap.
bad final villain of the entire series, the Darkness. Night Shroud. I'd say his ace cards was Zero and Infinity. Did they ever make these in real life? I'm actually not too sure. They like shuffle around and then however many cards are in between them, that's how they got their effects. And he did have a boss
What?
monster, but that's for a different video. And I think with that, that's everyone done. If there's any cards I didn't mention today, I'm saving them for the boss monster video. Don't worry. However, if you think I genuinely did miss an ace monster or I got some of them wrong, let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, watch the Duel Monsters version of this video right here.
Rewatched it.
And have a good day.
Dude, chat. Let me know. Like, I want everyone in the comments to let me know why I'm wrong about Neos. I really want to know, because there is absolutely no way. There is absolutely no way, dude. Well, I'm gonna defend this. I'm gonna defend this until the end. Until the end. Yeah. No, but I feel like the video was really awesome. Like, everything made perfect sense. Even the things that I thought like were gonna get like wrong were like correct. With the Power Bond and with Sapphire Pegasus. Like, I was ready because I got clickbait. I saw that in the thumbnail and okay, I'm ready to debate all of this. But then he actually like agree with me. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm on team polymerization. You know what? I can see it. Neos is getting carried by fusions. But that's the point of the ace monster, right? That's what he does. Bro, just rage baiting Flame Wingman fans again. Neos looks like a Digimon. Yeah, I can see it. I'm on Team Flame Wingman. There's no way there's so many people in Team Flame Wingman. Anyways, let me know in the comments, and you know, let's go for the next one.